Welcome to yet another product unboxing. This is the, well, aptly named Logitech keyboard case for iPad 2. So what this is it is a keyboard and it is a case and it is for the iPad 2. Yes, I know it's for the iPad 2. Just relax, calm down. Don't hit the dislike button just yet because it's actually pretty cool if you happen to be an iPad 2 user. So check this out. Back of the box pretty much explains everything that this does. So this is a ZEG co-branded product and manufactured by Logitech. So my guess would be that ZEG had something to do with the case itself and Logitech was primarily behind the keyboard. It has a Bluetooth wireless keyboard which has a recess behind it that fits the iPad 2 in either portrait or landscape mode. It wraps around the iPad 2 to cover the screen and the sides. It uses high-density padding to help cushion and protect the iPad 2 if you drop it. And it uses precision-cut aircraft-grade aluminum, which fits, feels, and looks great. So the reason you would want don't back up and look at me. The reason you would want aircraft-grade aluminum, oh yeah, by the way, this is the case I'm using for my iPad 2 right now. It's a Scorpion XO700 helmet bag. Okay, so obviously I needed an upgrade. The reason you would want that is that it's going to match the iPad 2 and look really good, because if you have an iPad 2, odds are excellent that you care about your case matching it. Go figure, right? All right, so let's open this baby up and have a look at the physical properties of it at the very least in this unboxing and first look. It's a little bit on the heavy side. That would be one criticism that I would have of it right off the bat. Although the iPad 2 is also a little bit on the heavy side given its size for a tablet. Let's look at the finish of the aluminum first, since that's what people are very likely to care about. So you can see it is actually quite different from the finish of the aluminum on the back of the iPad 2. It has more of a pinkish hue to it, whereas the iPad 2 is more of a pure silver. It's also quite a bit more textured than the iPad 2, although an advantage of having a more textured finish on the aluminum itself is that it will be more scratch resistant. Okay, so next we have a USB cable. So that USB cable, I cannot fathom what we would need it for just yet. So give me a second here. Maybe it is, yeah, I guess that's if you wanted to use this as a wired keyboard, although I can't imagine anything you would want to plug this into and use it as a wired keyboard, given that it's so small. Speaking of the size of the keyboard, it's actually not that bad to type on. I would prefer if the spacebar were a little bit more raised, or if there were a recess right here, because you can't quite pound on the spacebar as much as you'd want, but it is easily reachable. You do have, and this is a big advantage here, you do have long shift keys. You do have an enter that is, let me see if I can, yeah, very easily reachable. The backspace key, or well, delete key, sorry, I forgot we're using an Apple product here. So, you know, we have a command key. Well, command. I command you to search. Actually, I don't think you need to press that. So you've got dedicated keys up here for search, pictures, keyboard, cut, paste, copy, paste. You've got your media keys as well as mute, volume up and down, and a lock key. You have a connect button here, and then you can also turn it on or off. And that's what this is for. That's to charge it. Yes, brilliant. Oh, way to go, Linus. Okay, so as I mentioned before, the keyboard case can be used either in, let's just close that, either in portrait mode. So you just put it in there like that. There's pretty much no risk of your iPad 2 falling over. Or in landscape mode, if you wanted to, watch movies, on Air Video or whatever the case may be. Okay, so we'll go ahead and press that button. Oh, we're not bound yet. Okay, so it looks like what you have to do is you have to connect it. It's not on right now. Give me a sec. So once I turn my Bluetooth on and press the connect button, I can just click on the Logitech keyboard case by ZEG. Oh, and I failed. Okay, I can just click on the Logitech keyboard case by ZEG. And we better try this again. So to pair it, all you got to do is turn your Bluetooth on and make sure you don't wait too long. So you just enter the pin 7608, followed by enter on the keyboard, and we should be connected. So let's see if now when I open up an app such as Safari and I do this, yeah, so there, now all of my media keys are working. I don't know what media I have playing. Oh yeah, there we go, okay. So there you go, the keyboard is working. So if I wanted to, for example, open up a notepad, I could, new note, sure. Testing this keyboard. it is responsive, and I think I could get the hang of typing on it fairly quickly. It has a good layout, actually. Reasonable tactile feedback. It's got all of the important keys, which is pretty critical for a small keyboard like this, and actually that's very impressive. So thank you for checking out my unboxing of the Logitech keyboard case. It ain't cheap, but it's pretty nice, actually, overall. And let's just show you guys how it looks when you put the iPad in it. So it has to be oriented a certain way. Okay, so there's your iPad connector there. There's your charger for this guy. There's your headphone jack, so you can still use the headphone jack as well as the standby button when it's in there. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, there you go. There's a gap there. Thanks for checking out my unboxing.